Hello, I'm Brent Pops, and we're going to do Occult Knowledge 101, basic stuff. To begin with, we have to talk about polarity. Polarity on this material plane that we're on, very basic stuff, we have to be taught like a child almost. Light and darkness. If we didn't have darkness, we wouldn't know what light is. It would just be. If we didn't have good with bad, we would only know good. Well, it would just be. We would have no learning. There's no adversity there. Without adversity, there's no growth. That needs to be understood. So the natural next step is, what about Satan? Well, there is no Satan. There's only good and bad. You can say evil, whatever, but there's polarity here. And we learn from polarity. We either learn ourselves, or a bright man and woman will learn from somebody else's adversity. Many women learn through books, which is the right way to learn. It's hard to read and study, and they all, you know how women are, they usually do the right thing. Guys, however, on the other hand, we don't do the right things. A lot of times we'll stick our hand in a fire and get burned, and watch somebody else do it and still do it. And we learn from it. And I know guys 50 years old still putting their hands in that fire. Anyway, let's start off with what we recognize nowadays as this meant as above. Okay, this meant so below. As above, so below. Those two signs together. That meant what happens on the ethers, as they say, happens down here. This sign we know as the Star of David, but it predates Judeo-Christian for thousands of years. This is actually on Indian temples. Alright, let me show you this right here. There are signs within these hidden signs. This is the sign of what you know as the all-seeing eye. You know how the ridiculous U.S. corporations are going around. Yeah, look at me, we're the all-seeing eye. Fidelity. We can only get you 2% per year at best, but we know all. Believe me, they don't. This all-seeing eye, and you'll also recognize the CBS symbol. Boy, that's terrible. But the CBS all-seeing eye. These represents the true seers. They are the but true all-seeing. This was in the book of Enoch, which was knocked out of the Bible. I'd say 400 AD, something like that. And this were the Watchers. The Watchers. The Catholics did not want anybody else involved in their crusades, as it were. The Watchers are all through the book of Enoch, and that's, in my opinion, that and reincarnation was one of the reasons that it was knocked out at the Nicaea meeting. Anyway, let me draw this. This star was an old, it's on, as you know, all different kinds of temples, from Cambodia to India to the Egyptian pyramids. This, let me do that again. This means, I'm a terrible drawer, as you can tell. This represented what the regular people understood as man. Alright, there's a head. This is the exoteric explanation. However, the initiates understood what the true meaning of this is the inner man, the inner divine man. There is a divine man. We are both animal and divine. As you know, the breath giving life blown into us, as they say. This pentagon represents inner man, the inner man, the Makara, as they say in India. This is the pentagon, which is terrible drawing, and it is the inner man within the man. Well, you know, it's there's a God complex there. But as far as these Illuminatis go, forget it. They are about wealth and power. They got a rough road to hoe. And this is, we're coming up on the Aquarian age. The Aquarian age, this is a symbol for water, which the Aquarian age is, and they are the water bringer, the spirit bringer. And people are opening up to understanding these hidden knowledges that had to be hidden for thousands of years, because if you didn't hide it, you would get killed. The Catholics burned this secret knowledge that went through the Vedics, through the Buddhists, through the Mayans, through old Egyptians. I mean, I'm talking, they burned it all. Now this stuff's coming to fruition. It's coming to light, and their world's falling apart. Alright. The next thing we want to talk about is the Aquarian age. The Aquarian age is an age where the spirit bringer is going to separate the material from the spiritual. Now that's in communities, that's in households, that's in personal self, on a macro and micro level. Now when this happens, some people won't be able to handle it, just like in 29 they jump out of windows and stuff like that. I mean, their possessions and material is everything for them. Well, this is going to separate a lot of people from it, and these Illuminatis, as a lot of people call them, they can try to rearrange chairs on the Titanic, but it matters not. The Watchers, I don't even know if it's a spiritual thing. I don't have no idea, but I do know that the Book of Enoch talks, Enoch wrote pages and pages about the Watchers, and let me tell you, they don't play around. You know. Anyway, I just want to get into the basics today, and if y'all have any questions, I'd like to stay with the very basics for a couple of times, and then we'll get on into the cusp of the matter. Alright, I'll talk to you later.